Hi again, everyone. I'm Ollie Matthews. This is Societal Narcissism, No Contribution. With this video, I came across these two videos on Twitter, and the boomer will not honor any obligation. They will renegotiate any deal you made with them, lie about them, use the court system against you because it's all theirs. The boomer feels entitled to take whatever they feel that they want, and it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what agreements they've made. It doesn't matter what you've signed to. They're entitled to it. If they want it, and if they feel slighted or in any way, shape, or form, it is perfectly okay for them to renegotiate, and you have to put up with it. What we have here is a case of an aunt and her nephew winning the lottery on a split ticket. Let's watch. It's two short videos, and this is out of Canada. So their laws might be a little bit different, but I don't think on this that they are.
This next story is about a moment people daydream about: hitting the lottery jackpot, being handed that big check. The dream came true for an aunt and her nephew in Nova Scotia. They won Chase the Ace, but when they saw how the winnings were split, well, that's when things turned sour. Gary Mansfield picks things up from there.
Ace of Spades?
It was all smiles after Barb Reddick and her nephew Tyrone McGinnis picked up their big win, $1.2 million Chase the Ace jackpot. But it didn't take long for things to turn sour.
You see, you could see they had no problem holding the big check together because he doesn't know what she's plotting to do. Until, and this is I've never seen this happen before, they give them both personal checks for the split amount.
It's jackpot, but it didn't take long for things to turn sour when both were handed separate checks for $600,000.
JC Ace winners is going to court. I'm taking
right at the check ceremony. This boomer bitch, it's like, I want all my money. Now, right there and right then, her plot is destroyed. In her mind, she's going to screw him over. He was never going to get a cent of that money. She didn't see this coming, where they're giving personal checks to each one of them, and the lottery was going to split it.
in the court. It was my ticket.
Why's that?
Because I bought the ticket. And now he's trying to lie and say I said split. I said split with the 50-50, not with no JCAs. I'm taking him to court. I'm getting my lawyer tomorrow.
Both names were on the winning ticket. Reddick says she only agreed to split the consolation prize and not...
Who would do that? Oh, I'll split the consolation prize, not the main prize with you. That doesn't make sense to anybody who hears it.
Not the jackpot if the ace was drawn.
I put his name on the thing. I told him for good luck. Now he's lying.
Oh, so I'll put your name on the ticket for good luck, but I won't give you half. Like, the entitlement of this generation. And it doesn't matter if they're in the United States, if they're in Canada, if they're in Europe, if they're in Australia. It is an entitled generation who feels that they can renegotiate any deals they've made, even if they've signed to them, even if she's the one who put his name on the ticket, even though he's the one who went and bought the ticket. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter to this boomer. She could do whatever she wants. She didn't realize that the lottery was going to be splitting the difference themselves. Right at the ceremony she's putting up with, she's putting on this show. Right in front of cameras. She don't care. She wants her money. She's entitled.
But I'm taking it to court. I'm serious. I'm getting the lawyer tomorrow.
Whose name was on the ticket?
Me and Tyrone.
You and Tyrone's ticket?
I put his name on the ticket for good luck.
For good luck. For who would believe this? But yet they'll do it. Yet they'll do it. And they usually get away with it.
Because he's like a son to me. He was.
Organizers said
He's like a son to me whose name I'm going to use for good luck and then screw him out of his portion of the winnings. Why would you put his name on the ticket if you're not going to split the money with him just for good luck? There's boomer logic for you. There's a boomer tantrum for you. Gives me, it's mine. Mine. Doesn't matter. Mine. It wasn't. It don't matter. I put his name. It was only for good luck. This is what you got to deal with when dealing with these borderline narcissistic boomers.
both names were on the winning ticket, but the phone number was McGinnis's. Bernice Curley says,
And the phone number was the kid's. And it was his phone number.
when she called to notify the winners, no one answered. So she called the gaming commission the next day.
I thought for simplicity reason that maybe if I wrote them each a check, it'd be easier. They were perfectly fine with that. They thought that would be easier for everybody involved. So I split the check evenly and wrote them each a check.
The McGinnis family said,
She must have not understood that. Because why is she flipping out? Okay, why is she flipping out that he's getting a check? Unless she thought that she would be able to dictate how much he get. Like, your names are on there 50-50. You can't dictate anything at that point. But the boomer, with their entitlement, thinks they can do whatever they want. The world revolves around them. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter that this was a 50-50 split. Mine. It was just for good luck. Doesn't matter. It's a ridiculous argument. She's a boomer. She gets to do what she wants.
As Tyrone drove to Marguerite, filled out the ticket, and put his telephone number on it. But his aunt says she put her nephew's name on the ticket only for good luck.
Yeah, he was lucky, but not for $500,000.
Think he deserves it?
No, I don't think so.
What a spoiled, entitled piece of work.
Both families of the winning ticket left Marguerite in separate vehicles, and the next time they'll see each other could be in court. Gary Mansfield, CBC News, Marguerite.
And here's the settlement. This is a couple years ago, too. It's like 2018.
Tonight we can tell you the chase is finally over. A family feud and legal battle over a $1.2 million Chase the Ace jackpot has been settled. CTV's Kyle Moore tonight with more on how a woman and her nephew have agreed to split the prize.
57-year-old Barbara Reddick and her nephew, 19-year-old Tyrone McGinnis, arrived separately at the Port Hawkesbury courthouse this morning. But after 5 hours of meeting behind closed doors together, the two came to a mutual agreement.
The terms being that of the $611,319.50 at issue, Mr. McGinnis will receive $350,000 and Ms. Reddick will receive $261,319.50.
So she gets basically half of his half. She gets half of his half. And I'll tell you why they settled, because if they don't, all the money is going to these dirtbag attorneys. That's why. Unbelievable.
Bringing Reddick's total winnings to more than $800,000.
I'm taking him to court. I'm getting my lawyer tomorrow.
The mood much different more than 2 months ago when Reddick and McGinnis arrived to collect the more than $1.2 million Marguerite Chase the Ace jackpot.
I put his name on the ticket for good luck.
Why did you do that?
Because he's like a son to me. He was.
Reddick claimed she gave McGinnis money to buy tickets, but says there was never any agreement to split the big prize.
But his name's on the ticket that she put it on there.
When they were given separate.
So he's got to go out. He's going out. He's buying her tickets for her. Probably doing everything for this entitled bitch. Okay, but you don't get nothing. That's dealing with boomers, man. And she's a younger boomer. She's on the younger spectrum. This is 2018, so it's 4 years ago. So she's in her 60s now.
Checks, the lawsuit was on. But today those feelings changed, according to Reddick's lawyer.
They are both satisfied with the terms of the settlement. It was reached mutually in order to avoid further court proceedings and to bring this matter to a final conclusion.
Last month, Nova Scotia Supreme Court Justice Patrick Murray decided to freeze McGinnis' share of the winnings and instead offered a date for mediation.
So only his half gets frozen. See how that works? She's on video admitting she put his name on, she added it all, she gave him the money to buy the ticket, and they freeze his portion. It was his phone number, and they freeze his portion. Canada. I'll say this, and look, I know I got a lot of Canadian subscribers, but Canadian boomers are extra greasy. Greasy, to put a Canadian term, buddy.
After some discussion, both parties agreed. How they came to the agreement today is unclear. Both lawyers didn't take any questions from media, only offering a joint statement.
Both parties are looking forward to putting this matter behind them.
And how much are they getting, these lawyers, out of this to settle this? Could you imagine? Could you imagine what's going to cost them to settle it?
And there'll be no further media comments made.
A quiet end to a family feud that attracted national attention. And Steve, both Barb Reddick and Tyrone McGinnis declined comment this afternoon. They both left their separate ways, so it's unclear at this point how their relationship will be moving forward. Steve.
But we do know how they're divvying up the pot. It's been quite a story. Thanks, Kyle. CTV's Kyle Moore in our newsroom tonight in Sydney.
And there you have it. My point being is this, okay, because a lot of you are waiting around on wills from these boomers, are waiting around on money from these boomers, money that most times is never going to come. Because even if it's in a will, even if there is a written agreement, the boomer feels entitled to change that whenever they want. And God help you if there's a boomer executor, they're going to do whatever they want. They're going to do whatever they want. Entitlement. They froze this kid's money, not her money. They froze his money. She put his name on the ticket. Doesn't matter. It was his phone number on the ticket. She gave him the money to go buy the ticket. He went and physically bought the ticket. She admitted she put his information on the ticket. Just for good luck. Just for good luck. It gets to the point where it doesn't matter how ridiculous the boomer's excuse is, as long as there's an excuse to throw out there. That's part of the fun for them, making you have to accept their bullshit answers and their bullshit excuses. They get off on it. It gives them more power, because the next time they could take it another step, and then another step, and then another step. And like, look, boomers are awful everywhere. Everywhere. And like I said, don't take this wrong, Canadians, but like, things that go on up there are extra greasy. Are extra greasy with your boomers. Canadians can be pretty greasy to begin with. Sorry, it's just the way it is. They want to do the nice guy thing all the time, but a lot of them are just passive scammers. It's just some sort of grease going on there. Watch Trailer Park Boys, you know what I'm talking about. So, again, if you're hanging in there because you think you got some kind of agreement with one of these boomers, understand, agreements change on a dime. And they will change always to the benefit of the boomer. Every single time. So, be aware. All right, everybody, let me know what you think in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching. And if you want your story read on the channel, you have a topic you'd like me to cover, something you'd like me to expose, you'd like to set up a Skype phone call, have a private video made, you'd like to sponsor a video like this for someone who needs help and can't afford it, or just make a contribution to the channel in general to keep it supported, growing, and successful, because this channel survives 100% on contributions from all of you. Without you guys, all this goes away. So if you like what you see here and you want to see more videos like this, you know what to do with either the Zelle, Cash App, PayPal, or email links in the description box below. Also, please like and share this video wherever you can. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and be sure to click the subscription bell to be notified of all my video uploads. I'm Ollie Matthews. This has been Societal Narcissism. Take care.